Glorious evening, everyone. This is Apostle Erica Monet Glenn. Today is Wednesday, January 21st, 2026. It is currently 4:51 p.m. my time zone, and I had to get on to share this urgent message, more like a PSA, especially if you work in a facility like a nursing home, if you're a social worker, caseworker, whatever your title may be, or if you have loved ones in a nursing home or any type of home or facility, or a deceased loved one. You definitely want to listen to what the Lord just placed in my spirit. Amen. And those of you who've been following me throughout the years, who may be new to me now, or who know me personally, you know I don't give a message unless God has spoken to me and given me the message. And not only that, if you check my track record, you do the fact checks. Usually if God has given me something to mention, it's going on, it's happening, or is it about to happen, or someone's plotting. Amen. Catch what I just said. So those of you, like for instance, Cash Patel, Trump, those of you who work in these hierarchy seats, you definitely want to listen to what I'm saying, because a lot of crime, a lot of things are about to be exposed, and a lot of cases are about to be solved, and so much is about to be prevented legally. Amen. And families and individuals are about to receive justice that they don't even realize they need justice in regards to. The reason why I mention this is what the Lord placed in my spirit. Think about a loved one that passes away. Remember, they have their social security number. They still have information that is tied to them, whether they're alive or deceased. Unfortunately, if you guys go back to the videos that I uploaded on my YouTube channel about my life story, there were some details that I shared with you about the things I experienced that I haven't shared before. So on December 31st of 2025, I also mentioned a relative of mine by the name of Latrice Allen. I believe she's in Chicago, Illinois right now, and I know she's connected. I don't know if she's still connected to this. Some people may call it the get rich schemes type of companies, but she was working for Primerica. And I know she was trying to get me signed up with this program or to work with Primerica. And I remember one time at her home when she was living in McDonough, Georgia at the time. And this is before I transitioned to South Carolina to do missions work. So this was in like late 2018, you guys. So you're talking about around December 2018. And I was there. So she has someone else who actually was connected to Primerica come over to her home to kind of explain it to me. So think of it as commission. Like you sign someone under your name, you're building your team, you get money based on someone that signs up, etc. So she was trying to do that. And one of the things both of them explained to me about what they do or what they help people do is basically when it comes down to using a new social security number. So it's not like when someone gets their name changed. It's not like when someone requests a new social security number. No, they stated that these social security numbers are tied to individuals that's no longer here, meaning deceased. So the reason why the Lord placed this urgent message on my spirit to announce it now, especially with tax time coming up and different things going on, and think about the world that we live in. Who is usually the prey for scams? Usually people are drawn in to attack the elderly, right? Senior citizens. Unfortunately, as we know, some people and individuals like myself, I was born into a cultic family. A family that doesn't operate in integrity. I'm just being real. Many of you were born into similar families. So the reason why I mentioned nursing homes verbatim is that some of these individuals are strategically hiring some of their family members to move into these establishments, in these nursing homes. They're really senior citizens, of course, to move into these places to get close to other tenants in these establishments, to get the information, to butter these people up, to get whatever they can so they can feed it to their families, so they can scam. Think about it. Nursing homes don't look down on people visiting their loved ones. You could call them. You could schedule a time, say, hey, I'm coming to visit my loved one. But think about it. Who will have access to these individuals to get their information outside of the staff? I pray to God if you work in a nursing home or in any establishment, your hands are clean, because I'm big on integrity. So I'm exposing this too. So again, you could go on and they can investigate you as well to make sure that all the staff and everybody working in these establishments are operating in integrity. Because again, that's easy access to people's personal information. That's easy access to their social security numbers. You could get people addresses. You could get the names of their family members. Because again, in these nursing homes, I used to be a caregiver. Even though I didn't work in a nursing home, I worked with these individuals in their homes as a caregiver. So believe me, you can miss me with, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. If I'm talking about it, that's because God blessed me either with a job where I was able to work in these places and learn the ropes and learn like the process. But again, it's so easy for y'all to get access to this information. So, but I don't really want to focus on the staff, but I definitely want to throw that out there too. Don't think you're getting away with crime if you are committing crime. But this is to those that's strategically trying to get their senior citizen loved ones to go into these nursing homes, homes of dementia, whatever, playing a part so they can get close to other tenants to retrieve their information so you guys can run up a scam. So you can get their information, because some of these senior citizens, they would willingly give out their social security number. Think about it. They still have feelings, meaning in these senior citizen homes, they still have boyfriends and girlfriends. So what someone under the sound of my voice may say, oh, that's far-fetched. I'm telling you what I know, and I'm telling you what God is telling me right now. This is not a cry out, but a warning to families. If you have a loved one in a nursing home and a mental facility, whatever the case may be, keep an eye. This is only a message to those that's operating in integrity, because a lot of you power attorneys are corrupt too, and you're using your loved ones or individual social security numbers and their information because you're scamming. And this is also to expose you too. If I'm talking about it, that means, look here, we're gonna look at everything, everybody. Amen. So don't think you're untouchable. Don't think, oh, I'm not coming down your block. I just did. But I'm dead serious. It's just sickening. So the Lord placed that on my spirit. They have feelings too. Okay. My mom has been in a facility since I was the age of 15. I am 37 years old, and I had the chance to visit her in these facilities. Believe me, they still have feelings. Just like you guys may see different videos on YouTube, or you may know someone personally that may have Down syndrome, right? And they have a significant other. Are you catching what I'm saying? So just because they're in a nursing home, just because they're in a mental facility, just like in jail, don't mean they don't have needs. So what's a quick way to get someone's information and gain someone's trust? They become a honeypot. They try to mooch off of them. They try to sweet talk them. Say we're best buddies. Try to make up stories about something they going on in their life. They try to act like they're sharing sensitive information about themselves just to get the other person to open up about themselves. I'm like, hey, tell me about yourself, whatever the case may be. But when it comes down to the senior citizens, unfortunately, a lot of them are dealing with dementia, Alzheimer's, so the memory is gone. But the key information, like social security numbers, date of births, and all that key sensitive information, many of them are freely giving it out to other tenants. And a lot of these tenants are working for their corrupt families. So those of you that operate in integrity, or you have that suspicion in your spirit, like, I feel like something ain't right. I feel like, mom, dad, or grandpa, or grandma, or that person's information is, being used for something. More than likely, yeah, God was warning you. And this is to confirm what you've been feeling in your spirit. Check again. The same thing if your loved one is deceased. I understand they're deceased. It may be like opening up a womb. Keep their social security number protected. Check to make sure nobody's using it. Because the reason why I mentioned that they can use the social security number, because if you go to the videos that I uploaded on my YouTube channel, you will find a link on my Instagram page. The first link, it will take you to my YouTube channel on December 31st, 2025. Listen to all parts of my story. And one of the parts I mentioned about my aunt, my evil aunt, Janice Marie Glenn, what she did is at the age of 18, when I left her home, she told, because I was receiving, when I was living there, and when I was with my mom, they were receiving Social Security because my father died when I was 1. So my mom was getting money for that. And then when she placed me with my aunt, my aunt was receiving that money. So at the age of 18, I still had to finish up with high school. So again, listen to my story. You'll find out why I'm saying this. I still had to finish up with high school, but then I found out that since I was technically still in high school and I had proof I was enrolled in high school still, they said now the money could come directly to you. But then when I went to reapply for Social Security to say, hey, I am still in school, I have the proof, they said, we were informed you were deceased. So if someone can lie, like my evil aunt Janice, because she's evil as hell, if she can lie and say I was deceased, that means someone can easily say your loved one is alive, or they can plant their Social Security number on another name and use it for whatever they want to use it for. So again, check again. This is income tax season. Do credit reports. Do what you have to do. Contact places. Do what you got to do. Inform the IRS. Do what you have to do to say, hey, this loved one is no longer here. And I got proof. Make sure their social security number is not being reused for anything. And if their loved one is here, do a credit check. Find out if someone's using their social security number. Contact the IRS. Make sure their stuff is protected. Just like you have identity security on your social security number, and you get notified about from the 3 credit bureaus about if someone's trying to take your identity, do the same thing for your loved one, or do the same thing for the person that you're a power attorney over or guardian over. Because we're so quick to promote life insurance policies. Don't get me on the life insurance, because so many people are taking out policies because of scams too. Not everybody, but a lot of people are doing it just to get money, to take out the person just to get the money and all that. But don't get me on that tangent. But those of you, if you're so quick to do life insurance policy, make sure you're checking their credits too. Make sure you put the security on their social security number as well. So if someone does try to get that information and use it for their personal gain, immediately it's detected and immediately you're notified. Amen? So I just gave you guys free $zillion information. I say zillions because think about all the money that's stolen yearly. Think about all the scams that take place daily. All the money that has been stolen from even a deceased. That's why I said $zillion information I just gave you, literally for free. You're welcome. Again, this is Apostle Erica Monet Glenn reporting to you live for wherever I am, which ain't none of your business, but reporting to you live. God bless you all. I love you all with the love of Jesus Christ. And remember, make healthy choices. If you're corrupt, remember, you can't avoid karma. You got to go through the consequences, but God can give you peace as you go through it. But don't continue to be evil after you get caught, because you're just going to add to your karma. And those of you that's living a righteous life, continue to live a righteous life. Keep God in his rightful place. Be repentful. Apologize when necessary. Keep your hands clean. Amen. Amen. God bless you all. I love you all with the love of Jesus Christ. Over and out.